We're talking about my favorite subject, crepey skin. Not creepy skin, crepey skin. It's creepy because it sucks. I want you to learn some things that you can do at home that really work great on crepey skin. The number one thing happening is every day we are washing our bodies or our face with a cleanser or a body wash or soap, pulling off the one thing that can repair the skin the most. And it sounds so backwards that this is the smallest thing that you could do. The sad part is even the one cleanser that you'll say, oh, it's the most sensitive, it's the most gentle, even those are stripping the skin. Why? Because they have ingredients that dissolve oil. And the only way you're gonna get rid of crepey skin, and that's that outer layer that is like stuck like glue and it feels terrible and scratchy, the only way to get rid of it is you have to soften it up. And you can't do it when you're stripping the oils off. Just briefly, I'm Nancy Regan. I'm a biological esthetician with 30 years, believe it or not, under my wings. And I love skincare and I love educating, and I'm glad you're here with me. It took me almost 15 years of being in practice before I really understood that what we were selling to clients and what we were doing in the treatment room wasn't working for people that had really sensitive skin. Crepey skin has two problems happening both at the same time. Not to mention that we're getting older and we're losing estrogen. But we have dead skins that actually build up on the surface. And if you think of like a brick wall that's been crushed, so all that dead skin is layers and layers and they're crunched down. When it builds up and it's not exfoliated or it's not gently sloughed off, it will feel rough. The texture will feel maybe like a little like gritty, a little sandpapery. The second problem is underneath this layer that you're feeling. You can put on lotion till the cows come home. All that lotion is not getting through that dead skin to the layers below and the inner layers in order to feed those layers the moisture that they need. So they're not getting anything that's gonna help them stay firm. Less collagen, less elastin, less of the good stuff. For those of you who say, hey, I bought this lotion, it didn't work, I bought this and it didn't absorb, because you cannot shove something through dead skin that's sitting there as a barrier. That dead skin is there protecting, and unless you soften it, you cannot absorb anything into those inner layers. The other part is you can smooth the skin and have try lactic acid, and then a couple of days later, it'll be right back where it was. And you need system, you need what works for both the top layer and also the inside layer of the skin. Not only for the face, which everybody sees, but also for the body. If you do nothing else, please fix your cleanser. What you use on your face, what you use on your body makes a huge difference to how your skin feels and whether or not it's going to stay in great shape. You really want something that is emulsifier free, and emulsifier is a fancy word, but it is what helps oil and water actually blend when you're doing cosmetic chemistry. So you want that emulsifier to not be there, because that's what strips all the oils. If you're wondering how to figure it out, take your ingredient list and show it to ChatGPT. Take a picture, show it to ChatGPT or Claude. I call her Claudette. Say, Claudette, hey, look at this cleanser. Does it have emulsifiers? Does it have fragrances? Does it have anything that's going to bother me toxin-wise? Because that's what you want to make sure, is that you're not getting toxins or emulsifiers. I'm a big fan of enzymes that are very gentle. I love bromelain. I also, which is an enzyme from pineapple. I also love papain, which is an enzyme from papaya. Both of these, when they're in products, for example, for our Skin Diva Labs Dewy Cleanser, it helps to exfoliate while you're cleaning, but it does it so gently, you don't even realize that it's happening. but it enables you to start with a smooth surface. So if you're looking for a cleanser or soap, your body wash that you're using, look for something that has a gentle enzyme. Number 2 is a lactic acid, and I've talked about this before. It's a milk acid. Lactic is one of my favorite acids. It used to be glycolic was the queen of acids. I've always thought lactic acid is the best, simply because lactic is a moisturizing acid to the skin. You can actually use that daily. There are some products, if you want, ask me in the comments. I can let you know the products that have what you can use on the body, but it's pretty remarkable for how they work and what they do, because it helps to slough off that dead skin that's on top. So then when you apply a great moisturizer that has like vitamin A or vitamin C or anything else onto the body, the actual nutrients are getting into the skin, which is what you want. And if you think of the skin in a 3-part repair process, you have to soften the outer layer first, then you're going to feed the skin. So you're going to feed it things like ceramides, vitamin A or vitamin A, C, and E, all 3 together. You're going to feed it peptides. You're going to feed it NAD+. You're going to feed the skin, and then you're going to repair the skin. You know, I love the methylene blue. So you're going to repair the skin. And think of that when you're looking at your body for doing things at home. You're going to first get it softened, then you're going to feed it, and then you're going to repair it overnight. So you have to look at those 3 steps in order to help your crepiness on the skin. And so not only is it crepiness, thinning skin, but it's also making sure that we keep our skin thickened and healthy, not only from the outside, but from the inside. There's also red light therapy that you can use at home. There's a ton of different devices out there. I encourage you to research them thoroughly. There are a few manufacturers that are pretty fabulous. Celluma, C-E-L-L-U-M-A is one of my favorite. Lightstem is another. Those are both professional, but they have at-home products now. So make sure that when you're doing it, you're looking for the red light wavelength, that it's on the right level so that you can actually make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to. Crepey skin is not what our grandmothers used to have. They didn't have the resources that we have today, or even our mothers. And it's definitely not what I would consider, oh, it's just old age and we just have to live with it, because that's not happening either. Fix the cleanser, use some lactic acid at home, rebuild with like ceramides, or making sure you're feeding the skin vitamins, and on the top and also from the inside. Help yourself with the little red light therapy. Do it consistently. Consistency is everything when it comes to the skin and how we look and even how we feel. I've loved having you stay with me this far today. Comment barrier down below and I'll send you the guide on how we look at crepey skin, how we look at longevity skin, and how to regenerate your skin no matter your age, menopause, or whatever life is throwing at you. I'm Nancy Regan, and take care, Skin Divas.